Let's roll into this conversation. I've been looking forward to talking to Nick McMillion. He is Communications Specialist, City of Peoria Public Works. Good to see you, sir. How are you?
Oh, great. Thanks for having me, you guys.
I want to start off by complaining. Greg.
No, don't start complaining.
Get him out of the way.
He's a nice fellow.
Northmoor University, and I don't go there much, but like my doctor and some of the things I do is like Glenn on the other side of university. And that, and traffic-wise, I don't know if you know this, but after 3, we have a lot of traffic on the road. It's amazing.
I don't know if you know
Peoria.
this.
I mean, it reminds me of 83 in the suburbs where I grew up in Chicago.
Right.
We have heavy traffic. So going over to like Northmoor to University and then kind of going that way is better. And now that it's closed, even though I didn't use it that much, I rely on it, and I'm irritated that it's still closed. So, and there's a lot of people like me. So when you plan for a major intersection, obviously you did it in the summer when Richwood was on break.
Sure.
When you do something like that, I mean, you got to time it out and make accommodations like that gas station on the corner. I mean, do you think, what's the best way to compress this and make this work?
Absolutely. So when it comes to construction, I mean, first and foremost, I mean, you're complaining about it. No one likes construction when it's happening, right?
No.
Like, there's no one out there that says, I may have to leave a little bit early.
By the way, we also hated the potholes before the construction.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly. And that's the bigger picture is everyone hates construction when it's happening, but when it's done.
When it's done, they're like, why didn't they do this earlier?
Right. Well, yeah, everybody wants the road fixed, but no one wants the road to actually be fixed in the process of it actually happening. But going back to your question, yeah, when we start planning out a project of such the magnitude of University in Northmoor, I mean, it's years in the making that we're looking at how do we stage this? What are the best phases to go about this project? How do we lay it out? What are the accommodations that we need to make to businesses, to residents? Are there going to be, temporary accesses that we need to allow residents or businesses to have during these projects? And obviously, one of the biggest things with the stage of University in Northmoor was when we did the westbound side of Northmoor right there in front of Richwoods and St. Vincent de Paul. We did that and planned it out to do it over the summer break because obviously that intersection is a very busy intersection in the city of Peoria, but it's also kind of the central hub for transportation for District 150.
Yeah, it's where all the buses are.
Right,
Yeah.
So it may just be, Richwood, St. Vincent de Paul, in Northmoor. And, if you go the other way, you got Liberty down there on Sheridan. But, I mean, it truly is kind of that central location to where,
Right.
buses are going.
When is that
going to
be done? Truly.
End of this year.
At the end of the year?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean
with Richwood's back in school, that's got to be a little dicey, huh?
Yeah, so really when the main plan was to have it open before Richwoods got back in school, right? We were fortunate enough to have everything move pretty smoothly with this project, and we were able to open it up a week and a half before Richwoods and District 150 went back to school. So with that closing the other side, the east side there on Northmoor, it kind of allowed people to readjust their mindset, and especially with all of the bus drivers and transportation workers for 150.
I forgot about the buses all being out there.
You're right, yeah.
We're talking with Nick McMillion, City of Peoria, Public Works Department, traffic things. I want to read you something. Got this morning from our friend Jim. Please tell Nick, congratulate him on the smooth transition from one-way. This gentleman lives downtown, by the way.
Awesome.
From one-way to two-way street conversions. It was truly a non-event. Reminded me of Y2K 26 years ago where nothing happened, right? I drive on Adams and Jefferson streets every day. I think part of the reason for the successful implementation is the fact they did an outstanding job of painting all the directional signages on both of those streets. So a big shout out to the city staff that did a great job of planning and implementing the entire project. Great job.
Jim,
nice. Yeah.
Jim, really appreciate the kind words. I mean, that's awesome to hear. And I mean, I think Jim summed it up the best way of comparing it to Y2K when everyone was very concerned.
We always predict disaster,
right?
Yeah.
The calendars are going to roll back. Everything's going to
be
start
terrible.
at zero, and everything's going to be terrible. And that's kind of how we were planning it, right? We were planning for the worst, hoping for the best, and really it was. Yeah, go on.
No, I just want to say a complaint for people who liked it the old way for the years is that out of the parking docks, you can't take a left.
Yeah, and that is something that we knew, would be kind of a complaint ongoing, but it's also kind of the thought of just readjusting your mindset of hey, you've been going this way for so many years. Obviously, there's going to be some growing pains and a little bit of heartburn with it, but
before we get into the new projects, right?
Yeah.
That's why we kind of got them here too, right? Where we are now, where we're going in the future. I just want to say this. I've been here for a long time. It's not only just here in Peoria and in Sheridan and Knoxville and stuff, but I was over in 116 Metamora after like 3 o'clock. I don't care. I think our census is lying. It seems to me there are many more cars on the road.
Well, there is an excellent tool on IDOT's website to where they do traffic counts on
Right.
many of the major roads. And going back to the Adams-Jefferson one-way, two-way project and compared to a lot of these other projects that are happening throughout the city, I mean, if you think Adams-Jefferson, there are tens of thousands of cars that you can see that are counted every single day that travel down Adams and Jefferson. Now, University Northmoor, I mean, there's thousands of cars. I don't know what the official counts are, but it's nowhere near the amount of traffic that Adams and Jefferson had. Like another project would be the Moss Avenue reconstruction project. Sure, there are thousands of cars probably that go down Moss every single day. But compared to Adams and Jefferson, I mean, it was just a
that's
monumental
interesting.
project.
I don't think I would have guessed that.
Right?
Because downtown, there's cars, but not a thoroughfare.
Right. And if you think about Moss, one of the interesting, ideas or, concepts about Moss, while that project is mainly basically a drainage project because the people that live on Moss and for years, they'd say when it rains heavy, one side of the street floods. So
Right.
it was primarily and is a drainage project. I mean, obviously, is the street getting improved and everything? Absolutely. But if you look at Moss, I mean, Moss intersects MacArthur right there in the middle.
Right.
You've got Western on the other side, and then you got Sheridan on the other side. So you've got major thoroughfares and arterial roads that are
Absolutely.
running through. And a lot of people will take Moss to hit one to the other. So there are a lot of cars that do travel up and down Moss.
Is that the same thing that's going on at Bradley campus? Is that a drainage project there?
Yeah.
Along the road, right on the edge of the road. There's trenches all over the place.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's exactly what that is. That's yeah.
Can you stick around?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we want to get on you. I got an idea that I have already told you about.
Right.
But then I also want to ask about the timing of lights.
Okay.
Of traffic lights.
Yeah.
How that all works. We're talking with
More
Nick.
complaints.
No, I'm not complaining. I just want to understand. I want to understand. I want to ask you about the control of traffic lights. Dan and I are unusual cats because we come to work so early.
Yeah.
And so there's early timing, there's later in the day timing, there's timing that sees my car pull up to the light,
Right.
and
Okay.
it makes a light move.
Real quick, coming down Knoxville every morning, it's mostly green. After a storm or something happens, all of a sudden there's three cars on either side going, no cars coming up the side, and it goes through a full light cycle. You're like, can I complain to somebody? Why does that happen?
I mean, yeah. So yes, you can complain to us, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times, when whatever it is, when people say they want to complain, air quotes here,
Right.
If we don't know something is broken or not working correctly, we can't fix it, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like with potholes, right? If we don't know a pothole's there, but you're driving past it or hitting it every single morning, let us know.
Greg's got a question. I don't want to take much.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there are a lot of us who say, why is that light not triggering like normal? What flipped the light?
Yeah. So a lot of the times, you mentioned storms, lightning. Whether there is a direct strike, the static electricity in the air from just lightning.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think these are
that's amazing.
These are circuits. I mean, these are
Yeah.
huge, complex circuits. And so something close by can short something out or just knock it off its timing, right?
Okay.
So that is kind of why, especially when you mentioned a storm to where that'll cycle through, it'll be where we need to go out and readjust after a storm. So that's another part of public works when you think about it. I mean,
That's why you need to hear from us.
right? Exactly. You know, we have. I mean, real quick, we have about 120 people that work within our department, and they're not just all maintenance workers that are working on the roads. I mean, we've got electricians, painters,
Right.
you know, all of that. So
Do the police ask you sometimes or are they involved in lights? Because I would imagine, and I know that Chief Dixon is hot on slowing us down.
Yeah, right.
He's going to start. He's writing tickets and all that kind of stuff. It seems to me you could use the street lights to keep people from going too fast. Like if you
To time
sync-
it out.
No,
if
Yeah.
you
Greg,
sync- if you
no,
sequence
Greg.
it.
When you hit a green light, you should hit all the green lights.
But then you're going to do 100.
Well-
That's what I'm saying. The police are going to go, no. If we don't let you do that, then they'll slow you down.
Right. So there's a lot of ideas and concepts when it comes to traffic safety, right?
Yeah.
Like when it comes to our engineering side of public works,
Yeah.
right? Engineering is all about traffic safety, which, you know, there's a part of the police department, you know,
Sure.
traffic enforcement is traffic safety, right? So a lot of what we do is intermingled with the
Got it.
police department
Got
and
it.
the
That
thoughts
makes
and the
sense.
concepts. So really, when it comes to timings, whether it is, you know, early in the morning or later at night, they truly are, you know, timers and cycles. So and it's kind of based on those traffic counts as well. And that's kind of one of the things that we were working through after Adams and Jefferson was completed, was figuring out what traffic was going to be like now on Adams and
it's gonna
Jefferson.
be different maybe.
Right? You
Right.
know, is there going to be the same volume? Are people going to use Washington more? What is the thought?
One quick statement, Greg, and we'll get into this later, Nick. One, is he just going to hand it all over to AI? But that's another thing.
I ran out of time to talk to you about this. I want to do it. I laid it out last week when Danny was gone. I want to have, I've said it before, retired guys downtown, block by block. There's 12 of us. It's called the Grime Squad, and we hose down the street every spring and make it a festival. The Grime Squad Festival, and people all over the world will realize Peoria has the shiniest streets in the world. Right?
Let's do it.
Can we do that?
I don't see why not.
We got a lot of talking to do between
Yeah.
now and April.
Find the
But-
grant for that,
But
Greg.
we got to and start buying hoses. Start buying hoses.